Hey folks, welcome to the XNA Roundup podcast. This is podcast number 9 and I'm your host, Nick the Dude. Thanks for tuning in. Here at the XNA Roundup podcast, we find the best games on the Xbox Live Community Games tab and give you the rundown on what's worth playing each and every week. Support this show by subscribing to our podcast via iTunes or YouTube. You can also link or embed our show on your blog, Twitter, or Facebook page. On this week's show, we break down Slam. Slam is a 3D Arkanoid/brick breaker game that really utilizes the 360's next-gen hardware to bring a new vibe to the genre. Okay, we're off to the reviews. We'll see you on the other side. If you've been following the community games landscape, you know there's absolutely no shortage of brick-breaking games on the 360 marketplace. However, Slam isn't afraid of a little competition, and it has a lot to offer that you can't find anywhere else. While Slam's candy-coated 3D graphics are some of the nicest to date in a community game, and the circular arena is a new direction in the genre, what really sets it miles apart from the pack is its comprehensive controls. Slam utilizes nearly the full palette of buttons, triggers, and sticks available on the 360 controller, and you'll need to use everything at your disposal if you want to make it through all 100 levels. With the inclusion of right analog stick control to tilt your bat to direct the ball's bounce, at times Slam seems more reminiscent of a two-stick shooter than any brick breaker game. Because you can't lose your ball in the circular arena, the developers have added a time limit to each board. Your remaining time will also be negatively affected as the ball gets past your bat and hits the outer rim. As you get deeper into the game, more puzzle-solving elements are introduced, the most elemental of which are actual puzzle blocks which change symbols when hit, but only explode when hit while adjacent to other like symbols. You could probably make a pretty entertaining game with this mechanic alone. Some of the harder levels will leave you scratching your head to figure out how to destroy or reach all the blocks to complete the board. To help you, the developers allow you to use the magnet feature on your bat to hold onto the ball nearly without limit. It may seem like cheating at first, but because the game is eventually more about a race against time and puzzle solving than it is your skill with the bat, the frequent use of the magnet is necessary and ultimately makes the game more enjoyable. The one real gameplay issue I have with Slam is that because of some of the particle effects, you'll frequently lose track of the ball, but I found that tweaking my display settings did help a little. Slam's price may seem a bit high at 800 points, but there's a heck of a lot of playtime to be had, and if you find yourself getting into the free trial, you'll more than likely get some good value out of this game. Alright folks, that's our show for this week. Thank you for tuning in. You can get show updates at twitter.com/XNA Roundup, and you can email questions, comments, or suggestions to xnaroundup@gmail.com. Thanks a lot, and I hope to see you next week.